Okay, so today we're going to be comparing ratios, and then I'm going to be showing you a quick way or a review way how to find the missing variable of a proportion. So on the screen, you'll see that the proportion is basically means two equal ratios, and remember the ratio is basically a comparison of a numerator and a denominator. So put it all together. A proportion is two equal fractions. So on the screen, you'll see a very common question: do 10 12 and 40 56 form a proportion? So the easiest way for me to do it is to convert both into a decimal. Now you guys can definitely just simplify both fractions down using simplifying fractions, find the common denominator between 10 and 12, common factor between 10 and 12, or greatest common multiple, and then keep going down until you can't go anymore to see if they equal. Well, we can bypass that. So I'm going to change 10 twelfths. 10 divided by 12. Remember that's a ratio bar is the same thing as divided. I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so, whoops, that kind of disappeared. There we go. That's weird. Let me see here. So, alright, got locked. So, I don't know why it's not working, but you can see that I'll write it out longhand. Sorry about that. So, 10 12 is 0.83 repeating. And 40 56, 40 divided by 56, I get 0.714286. So clearly those are not the same decimals, so they're not proportional. So final answer, 10 12 equals 40 56. In math, you just write a slash through the equal sign, and it means that proportion is not equivalent. Let's try another one. Quickly comparing 3/8 and 6/16. So if I'm comparing them, I can go 3/8 should equal 6/16. I can quickly do this one without changing the decimal because I know that 6/16, the greatest common factor between those is 2. So you can simplify that down to 3/8. So they are the same. Or we can test it out using the same decimal. Always test it out or write it out using decimals. So I get the left hand side is 0.375 and the right hand side is going to be 6 divided by 16 is equal to 0.375. So final answer, 3/8 does equal 6/16. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to find given a proportion, find the missing numerator denominator. Here, you can do some mental math, or a lot of teachers likes to show you guys the trick. Now, this is not a mathematical property. We'll go over more in class Y, but you might have heard of the cross product. So all I'm going to do is cross multiply. So I'm going to start in the upper left hand numerator and go straight diagonal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 16 by 19. And on the left hand side, I'm just going to write 304. And then I'm going to multiply 38 with b. So that equals 38b. Okay. And then from here, I just basically created a one-step equation. So now we just solve. You guys can just solve using the do-undo method, or just know that this is multiplying, so to undo it, I'm just going to divide both sides by 38. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. 38 divided by 38 becomes b is equal to 304 divided by 38. My final answer, 8. B is equal to 8. So B is equal to 8. Now this is a tricky part. In addition to finding the missing variable, I also want you to double check by converting both into the decimal. If they both have the same decimal, you know that they are proportional. So let's convert 16/38 is equal to 0.421053, and 8/19, 8 divided by 19 is also equal to 0.421053. So B is equal to 8, or 8 is equal to B, which is sure. I triple checked and it worked. Next, you can go ahead and jump ahead if you know this one. I'm going to go ahead and move on. So first thing I'm going to do is start in the upper left-hand numerator, go diagonal. Y times 63 is 63y is equal to 18 times 21. Got to have that equal sign in there. 18 times 21 is equal to 378. I know I'm going to have to divide. This becomes 1y. So 378 divided by 63. Y is equal to 6. So y is equal to 6. And go ahead and check. Make sure that you convert them both into decimals. 6 divided by 18, which is a third. So that's 0.3 repeating. And then 21 divided by 63 should also equal a third. Oops. And you know that y is equal to 6 is correct. Okay, so that's all I really have today. I wanted to go over and review. A proportion is when you have two equal fractions or two equivalent ratios. Convert them into decimals and they should equal the same. If they don't, they're not proportional. And then when you have two equal fractions or two equal ratios and one of them is missing, like here, right here on the screen, you can cross multiply and divide, get the answer or get the missing number, and then double check by converting them into decimal. Make sure you guys wish this and then write down any questions and we'll go over it in class. Okay?